here is the thing. Evolutionary psychology is a very tempting field, and a lot of time we can take things and frame them in survival issues. But when we do evolutionary biology in other animals, we have lots of animals, so we can compare across animals. When we deal with humans, we really have just humans. So Darwin, when he looked at finches, he had many different type of finches, and he could look at how their beak was looking. When you look at things like the relationship between, I don't know what, the size of the testicle of the animals and how long they mate, you have all the way from gerbils to elephants, and you have a range. When it comes to human beings, many times we don't have good proof, or we don't even have a good way to test evolutionary principles. So at the same time, it's very tempting to tie everything to evolution, but I don't think everything is about evolutionary forces. I think we're creating all kinds of new environments, the things that give us a reputation and pride and so on. And you could say these have some evolutionary forces, but I don't think it's enough, because you could say that the moment we passed our reproductive stage, we should stop doing that, which we clearly don't. So it's not exactly... I think evolutionary psychology explains some of human behavior, not all of it, and it's hard to figure out when it stops being an effective mechanism. People have a tremendous capacity for generosity, right? Which is, when you look at irrational behavior, there's the kind of irrational behavior we wish we could eliminate. For example, myopia. People think about the present, not the long term. The fact that people take too many risks, all kinds of things like that. But there's other behaviors that we say they're irrational, but they're wonderful. For example, the fact that people would help each other, right? If you're in a city that you don't know anybody, and you needed help, you could probably go to people and say, would you help me? And there's a good chance they'll help you. And what are they getting out of it? Nothing, right? But now you could tell a story. You could say, well, what's really happening is that we were raised in small societies, and because we were in small societies, we actually had the dependency between us, and we learned how to do it, and we still have it, even though we don't have the same mechanism. So you can tell a story about how this is connected to survival, but it's not as simple of a story. I do lots of research on dishonesty. I tempt people to steal money from me, and I see how much money they steal. And the sad news is that lots of people cheat. The good news is that people don't cheat as much as they could. So if you think about it, we've been in this beautiful room. There's lots of stuff here we could take, and there's no cameras. I can't see any, and I don't think anybody would notice, right? There are these statues, there's coffee, there are beautiful glasses, there's some books. Probably haven't really crossed your mind that this is something you should just take and go home, because it's your internalized social values, and now these social values control your behavior even when there's no external circumstances. So we do have this tremendous, wonderful capacity to be great.